everybody. Welcome back to the OJ podcast, or happy continuing of sitting and listening to the OJ podcast. Because we're doing a double header today where we're posting 2 episodes because we forgot the playoffs were starting this week. And so we were like, time to get some podcast episodes going. Jami has this beautiful, well-planned out calendar. We knew we wanted to do the playoffs and didn't think to add them.
Yeah,
That's
I knew the playoffs were happening for the NHL. Forgot that we probably should do an episode, and then I went, "Oh, the NBA is also in their playoffs."
And the thing is that I record, like, I'm the one who does basketball. I knew the playoffs were starting, thought, oh, we're probably doing an episode on this, and then just didn't think to check in with Jami. So it led to us being like, oh, we need to record both right now. Yep. So we're doing a double header today. Anyway, I'm Olivia. Jami's over there.
Yeah, hi.
And so we are going to do a just brief rundown of our NBA playoff brackets. So if you just watched the hockey one, which I'm thinking is posted first because just how we recorded.
Yeah.
You will know that I knew nothing about hockey, but I do know a lot about basketball. The issue is Jami doesn't know a thing about basketball, but knows a ton about hockey.
I don't know. I don't watch NBA. I watch WNBA and
okay, fair enough.
College.
You do know a bit about basketball, but you don't know the NBA, which is what we're talking about. So that's okay. I mean, these predictions are kind of just silly anyway.
I do remember the playoffs last year, and so I'm doing a lot of that similar-ish to last year vibe. So,
yeah, I mean, I did put more effort into this one because I actually know the teams and the players, and I will admit I've been a bit of a fair weather fan this year. I haven't watched a ton of games, nor have I kept super up to date. But I've been really busy, if you've known from the other podcasts. But I do keep track of standings and everything.
Yeah.
So I do have a general gist of what's been going on all season. And I feel pretty good about my bracket, actually. Jami does.
Maybe. Mine's fun.
Jami went off vibes like I did for hockey. I kind of went off vibes, but I feel like my vibes are okay, even if they're a little biased. So you're ready to get going?
Well, you gotta lead this because I can't.
Following the leader. Okay. I'm gonna just start in the East because it's what I have written down first. Are you good with that?
Sure. Just say the teams and I'll figure out which side that is.
So I'm starting with the Celtics and Philly, which is 2 and 7.
Okay. I was not expecting that because if you look up on Google the playoff bracket, those guys are in the bottom right.
Okay, so I did it by memory. I know what side of the bracket is where. So if you want to do it the way you have it written down, I'm fine to go your way. But mine's written down the way.
We'll go your way.
Okay. So I started with the Celtics and Philly, which are the 2nd and the 7th seed. And I have the Celtics moving on. We crushed Philly yesterday. And also, I just hate Philly. So it's I know a lot of vindication. So I have Celtics winning in 4.
I also have the Celtics winning. I don't know in how many. Let's say 5. How many? Wait, how many do you?
There's 7. There's 7 in the playoffs. 7 games.
Okay.
So it's best
of 7. 5.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think as long as we win, it's reasonable. Philly should not beat us. I'm going to move on to the Hawks and Knicks.
Okay.
I have the Knicks winning in 5.
I have the Hawks winning.
That's crazy. I don't think the Hawks are going to win at all. In the East, there is a very sharp cutoff around the 4th seed in terms of quality of teams.
Well, they don't go far, but
here's the thing, Jami. I'm not even going to be mad at this prediction because I also hate the Knicks. And any chance to
that was kind of my vibes.
Any chance to humiliate the Knicks is a good chance for me. So I am happy that you have them knocked out in the first round. Good for you.
I was just like, I know Olivia doesn't like the Knicks. Let's go Hawks.
Appreciate that. So then it's the Magic versus the Pistons. I have this one going a bit longer.
Yeah.
I have it lasting 6 games. Magic have already captured 1, so at bare minimum, this is going to 5 already. Yeah. I don't think there will be an upset, but I do think the Pistons are such a young team, and the Magic are such a hungry team to where, yeah, exactly. Pistons are super inexperienced. Like, they're really good this year, but they are inexperienced, and that does show in the playoffs in terms of, like, pure discipline. So I think it'll be 6 games, but the Pistons will move on.
Will be gone?
Move on.
Oh. I was like, I have the Pistons moving on. I remember them being good last year. What do you mean?
And then for the 4th and 5th seed, it's the Cavaliers versus the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Cavs moving on.
Yes, I do too.
Raptors are also a younger team. Like I said, I do think there's like a drop in quality after the 4th seed in the East.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there was a lot of movement around at like the end of the season because we beat Orlando and like moved them way down and put them in like they're the bottom part of the bracket was really close together, the top less so.
Uh-huh.
So I think Cavs are going to beat the Raptors.
Okay. So honestly, we have the same except the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks is crazy, but I'm honestly rooting for it to happen because that means Celtics have a way easier matchup round 2. Yeah. So moving on to round 2, it's for both of us. Well, no, it's not for both of us. No. I have Celtics versus the Knicks.
And I have Celtics versus the Hawks.
I think, I have Cavs and Raptors in 5. I think Cavs will crush the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
For the Celtics versus the Knicks knocked us out last year, but we had an injured Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Like fully injured. He was removed from the playoffs injured.
Yeah.
He's healthy. He recovered greatly. We have Jaylen Brown, who's still amazing. We have a bunch of young players, and I don't care about the Knicks. So I have the Celtics winning in 6.
Obviously I have the Hawks, so I have the Celtics winning. Obviously they're moving on. So
good pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then round 2 of the East would also have the Pistons and Cavs for both of us. And I actually have the Cavs upset.
Oh, I do too.
Oh, sick. Okay. So like I was saying, Pistons is a young, inexperienced team. Cavs have a lot of veteran players who are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes sense. A lot of the time in NBA, we see teams need to like climb forward continuously to win. Like it's not just an immediate thing. Like it normally takes years to start winning. And that's just a historical pattern. As a historian, I notice. So for me, I think Cavs, they've been pretty good the last few years. They have some really good players, some solid players, Mitchell and everything. I think it makes sense for them to upset.
Yeah. I don't know. And I liked the vibes of them, and that's where I went.
You went for vibes. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. And then it's Celtics versus the Cavaliers for both of us.
I think this one might be different, potentially.
I have Celtics moving on.
Yeah, I have the Cavaliers moving on.
I think with Tatum
it's going to be a big upset.
I think our record, as long as nobody gets injured, is better, is worse than what we are because we didn't have Tatum, who's like our best to second best player. With Tatum back, I mean, I think we're healthier than most teams. I think we have a good shot this year.
I think there's going to be a really
I think there will be an upset, but I think it'll be
right
later round.
Later round? Okay, so the final.
Let us talk about the West. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what you have in the West.
Well, in the West, it's pretty stable. I have an upset in the finals.
Okay.
It's an upset for everyone else. It's a victory for me because again, I'm biased.
Oh my. Okay, so we definitely have the people winning different.
Yeah. So moving on to the West, I'm starting with the Blazers and Spurs series.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Spurs moving on.
I also have the Spurs moving on.
Yeah. I'm a little sad about it because Blazers, I don't know how they made it here, but I'm glad they did. They were so bad the previous years. It's crazy the turnaround they've had. But I have Blazers. I have Spurs, sorry.
Yeah, I also have Spurs.
And then it's Wolves versus Nuggets. What do you
I
have?
think the Nuggets are moving on.
I also have the Nuggets.
I don't think it's the Wolves. They haven't been the greatest this year. I do
I'm
know
really
that.
sad about it too, because I like the Timberwolves a lot. Like
Yeah.
they're a fun team. I think it'll be a 7-game series though.
Really?
Yeah,
I kind of was paying attention to the game, wasn't it last night? And I don't remember how much the Nuggets won by.
in all fairness,
So,
I didn't look at the score for last
yeah.
night for them. However, I do know the Wolves have given Nuggets trouble in previous years. So I'm like, I could see like in Minnesota getting a few games.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that.
Yeah. But I do think Nuggets ultimately move on. So it's not like the craziest of predictions. Like if it goes to 4, I'll be like, I still thought it was the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I was just rooting for a fun round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's Rockets versus Lakers.
You're gonna love mine. I said Rockets.
I think I'm gonna do a little switcherooski right now and give it to the Rockets. I do have the Lakers in my bracket, but talking to you right now, I went, no. So I have the Rockets moving on.
I know you also hate the Lakers, but I have some hatred for the Lakers too, because I used to be in Minnesota also.
Yeah, they stole your 5 championships.
So there's that, but also I just think, I don't know, the Lakers last year just lost so miserably in the playoffs that I think they're going to do it again.
I don't like the Rockets either, so it's kind of a picking between. So Rockets have our former head coach who got fired for sleeping with someone's wife, like in administration.
Yes.
And we really liked that coach until he did that, and he threw off like I think we could have realistically gotten a ring that year had he not left our organization in such disarray.
Yeah.
It was like our coach was not meant to be coached, and a lot of the people underneath him did not sign up to work for him. So the internal system was so messed up because of him. And so because of that, I have a lot of resentment towards Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
And therefore, I have a lot of resentment towards the Rockets. However, my hatred of the Lakers just suddenly decided to trump all. So now I have moving on.
Yeah. Yep. Just the hatred is always going to be there. Yes. I'm never going to do a playoff prediction without being a little biased.
Oh, yeah. And then finally, it's the Suns versus Oklahoma City Thunder. I was shocked the Suns even moved on. I think OKC is going to crush them in 4.
Yeah, I have the Thunder.
I have no faith in Phoenix at all.
Yeah. My thing is that I barely know the name the Suns, and that they were a team, which means they're not a good team.
They were okay a few years ago. They actually were the team Milwaukee beat to get their ring.
Okay.
But that organization went into such chaos. Basically, like, what was it? It was the year, I think, they still had Brunson. So that would have been maybe 2024. Sorry, I'm trying to math this out.
Yeah.
So it might have been, I think it was 2024. That was the last time they were really good. And they had a collapse in Game 7 against the Mavericks back when Luka was still on it.
Okay, yep.
Like, in Game 7, they lost by, like, I think 40-something points.
Woo!
It was crazy. And so that complete collapse, like, destroyed their team because they traded away a bunch of players who they had a lot of like tension within the organization, and they just haven't been really good since. But granted, I don't only think they were good that year because they got Chris Paul, who in and of himself is not that great in playoffs, at least. So I don't know. Yeah, I was really I guess they have Devin Booker, who's pretty good, but
yeah.
And then so going up again, I have Spurs versus Nuggets. You also have Spurs versus Nuggets.
We have the same thing for this side. So.
I think Nuggets are gonna win.
I also think the Nuggets are gonna
really?
win.
Jamie,
Yes.
you're so in sync.
Yes.
Spurs, like I was saying, with the Pistons are another just really young team, and that gets exposed in the playoffs. So for me, I think Nuggets, like that team. Jokic is like probably the best player in the world, honestly. Still, even if he doesn't win the MVPs and hates playing basketball, that man only wants to ride horses or race horses.
I remember you talking about this. Yes.
But I do think it'll be a 7-game series because the Spurs have Wemby or Wembanyama, who is just like a freak of nature.
Yeah,
he probably will win a ton of rings. I just don't think it's this year because again, you have to go through that like odyssey.
I guess I just know the Nuggets do pretty well in playoffs pretty much every single year. So that's kind of why I have had them moving on.
And then it's Lakers. I switched it to Rockets.
You switched it to Rockets. Come on.
I switched it to Rockets. My true thoughts are the Lakers, but I switched it to Rockets. It's Rockets versus Oklahoma City, and it doesn't matter because I think Oklahoma City is winning in 5.
Yep. I have the Thunder winning. So, yep.
And then for both of us, it's Nuggets versus the Thunder.
I have the Thunder.
OKC winning.
Yep.
So that means your championship is Cavs versus Thunder.
And yours is Celtics versus Thunder, and I have a feeling I know which one you chose. And it's going to be the opposite of me.
You picked Thunder, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I actually have a reason, though, for the Celtics. Celtics winning. So, for the Boston Celtics, we've beaten the Thunder already in the regular season to start. We're one of the only teams that can compete with them defensively and offensively. And we now have our star player back who's actually healthy. The matchup was supposed to be Celtics Thunder last year, and we got injured. That's what a lot of people were predicting. I think including myself. I think we're in a much better place this year to actually compete, even though we traded away some players. I think the players we traded away, weirdly enough, made us stronger because we were able to develop young guys around our core. I think we're relatively healthy, and I think OKC is a little too big for their britches at the moment, and their overconfidence will play right into our hand.
You just said, you're just like, they have egos.
No, but like I legitimately think they do. So while I do think the Celtics are the underdog, I think there is a solid chance we win because I would argue, even though OKC has the best record in the league, the West is the harder conference. So I think they'll have a harder time potentially getting through, even though I have them winning in fewer games. I do think it'll be like a tough battle as well.
I guess my thing is in like the top 4 United States like sports, baseball, hockey, basketball, and football, they all in recent years have had a lot of teams going back to back. You have it with like the Chiefs going back to back.
Here's the thing, though. Basketball has been the exception to the rule this decade.
Has no one gone back to back?
After the Warriors dynasty ended, which is technically in 2021, there has been a different winner every year.
But that makes me feel like they're more due for it, though.
So it was Lakers, Bucks, I believe, or
Minnesota was in the 20s, or not. Wisconsin was in the 20s. I know that.
Yeah, it was,
I don't know which
Lakers,
20.
Let me look it up really quickly because I know it's different, and that's a fun like stat. NBA.
Because like we have the Panthers went back to back, the Dodgers went back to back. We have the Chiefs before, obviously this year.
So it was the Lakers in 2020, Bucks in 2021, Warriors in 2022, Nuggets in 2023, Celtics in 2024, and Thunder in 2025.
Okay.
So it has changed. And Celtics, I do think, Thunder have been really good the previous few years. but Celtics, I think, have been more consistently good over the past decade. Also, I think we just have a better championship mentality in our city, and I think they want to ride the Ducks again.
Yeah, but last year could have woken up Oklahoma. You never know.
I think they're cocky. I think they'll win next year, but this year I want it to be the Celtics.
We're just switching Celtics and Oklahoma now. That's what's going
New rival.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like last year we got really screwed over in the playoffs on injury, and so I feel like our guys are gonna want to
Well, I remember last year I doubted you guys instantly, and it actually worked out in my favor because you guys got injured.
Oh my god, that sucked.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, I guess those are our predictions, and we'll see. I do think maybe the Celtics will move on instead of the Cavaliers. That was kind of a wild prediction on me, and I think it might go Thunder versus Celtics, but we're on different sides, I guess.
Here's the thing. I do think I have the final right. I do think the result of the finals can go either way. I have it going 7 games. I do think we'll have a fun finals this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the Celtics, but it will be.
You have more faith in your any of your teams than I have in mine.
Well, I'm from I root for Boston teams. I'm used to winning. It's the expectation.
And it gives you an ego. I will keep bringing this up every time we do this. It gives you an ego.
A deserved ego.
I am humbled with my Wisconsin and Minnesota teams.
Who wants to be humble when you can win?
Humbled. Most of my teams can't make it the first round. The Packers can't make it the first round recently. The Brewers, well, they did last year. The Brewers most of the time can't. Minnesota Wild definitely can't. I got the Frost going for me and the Lynx, but that's about it.
Boston made the Super Bowl this year. We won a championship 2 years ago. Red Sox haven't been doing too bad. Was I supposed to vote today?
Red Sox haven't been doing bad? What are you talking about?
This year they have. Last year they were in the playoffs.
True. This year they were at the bottom. I don't know if they're still at the bottom, but they started off at the bottom.
Joel texted the podcast group chat for my other job. And when Olivia, are you aware that the Brewers have the best record in the league, and you have the worst record in the league? To laugh at me, and I was like, "Thanks, guys."
The Brewers have since lost their best record. We were on a 4-game losing streak, but now we're back to a 5-game winning streak. So never mind, we lost last night. That streak ended.
Are Red Sox still the worst?
No, they're not. They got some games on them.
Yeah, we're ahead of the worst team in our division, which is the Blue Jays.
Oh, the Blue Jays are down? I didn't realize that.
We have won 9 games. They have only won 8 games. We are better.
Wait, where's Colorado?
I don't know where Colorado is. I was looking
at
my division.
I thought
Colorado's only won 9 games. Oh, there's teams that are doing worse than both of that. The Mets have only won 7.
Jeez.
The Royals have only won 7. Astros have only won 8. White Sox have only won 8. So we're not even top 5 worst team in baseball anymore.
No, you're not. Now you're not.
We have an acceptable 9 wins.
I think Brewers are at 11.
I mean, the season just started, though. There's so much game
to
play.
This is nothing when it comes to baseball with 162 games. Nothing. We've played, 20?
I know.
Nothing. Anyways, so we'll see whose prediction is best here. Like I said in the hockey one, if you've seen it, I have a streak going on right now. I predicted the Super Bowl correctly, so I am hoping to keep that streak up, and I'm hoping the Thunder win. Just because I predicted that, not because Olivia is rooting for the Celtics, but just because that's my predictions.
No, I think Jamie would want one of us to have a team win. Is the thing.
Yeah.
I think I think Jamie is pretty realistic in her expectations of a sports reading interest. Like, if I put the Brewers to win like last year because I wanted Jamie to be happy. I think Jamie would return the favor.
Yeah. Yeah, but then the Brewers got knocked out by the Dodgers.
I know. I really was rooting for you guys though. Like, I actually wanted this for Milwaukee.
I think I'll definitely pay attention to the NBA playoffs and see where, like, technically my team is still in. It's the Timberwolves, but do I think they're gonna go anywhere? No. But
there's a chance though.
I have
there
the
is a
Celtics
chance
saved on my little sports app, so they're there.
We're not an unfun team to root for, which helps.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to watch us, we're a pretty exciting team.
I remember someone in class was talking about the Celtics. I don't remember who. I'm in a sport management class. We're always talking about sports. But yeah. I hope you guys liked our predictions, even though mine were silly. Olivia's were definitely realistic. I did pretty good.
I think you did pretty good.
I had some fun upsets though, but
the Hawks is crazy. But that's the only thing I like actually disagree with. Like,
that one, I had to be silly. I had to do it. Yeah. I don't know what their record is. I know what number they are because it had it in the thingy, but I don't know the record, so I actually don't know how bad they are compared to whoever they were going against, the Knicks.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It's all good.
Go watch all of our other content. Oh, comment who you think is gonna win in the comments down below, please. Also like this video just because that lets us know that this is interesting for you and we should keep up with doing these predictions. But yeah, go watch some of our other YouTube content. We obviously did hockey predictions, which will be up today, just in case if you watched this one and didn't watch that one. We also have an F1 for Dummies series, so if you're new to F1 or want to get into it, we have that. We have a reaction series where right now we're only reacting to Heated Rivalry, but we plan on reacting to other sports TV shows or movies also in that series. Also, if you're an F1 fan, we react to the races and talk about the races, along with I have a series called Dork Ostry. If you know, you know. I can't. Anyways, we also have TikTok and Instagram where our short form video content is. I don't really post about basketball on there. Olivia's had some. She's had some posts about basketball.
Yeah, when I watch live, I'm sure there will be something posted.
Yeah. You'll see me
TBD.
Probably more toward the WNBA season, and focusing on that because
I don't know. I only access TikTok when I have something to say.
Ella was so shocked that I was like, yeah, Olivia she doesn't go on it like much, and I was like, she has opinions, but she doesn't really post about it. Or I was like, she doesn't post about her opinion. What was it? That you don't have much opinions? And Ella was like, she has so many opinions. Like,
I do, but they're like, I don't know. I don't know. Filming a TikTok's a lot. Like, this is a lot easier for me than just filming a TikTok. I don't know.
I guess most of my TikToks is filming my face for like a couple seconds and then writing my thoughts on like the screen.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
That's all I do.
I put too much pressure on it for myself.
Anyways, we also have Twitter where Olivia will talk about Survivor on Wednesday nights. So if you like Survivor, go over there on Wednesdays and you'll see her thoughts on that.
I am thinking Suri is finally going to get her win in season 50. However, that requires her actually winning a challenge. So who knows?
This is going over my head, y'all.
Or Aubrey, because Aubrey's edit is suspiciously good for someone who's not playing well.
Okay. Follow us on 2OJ Pod, 2OJ Podcast, and OJ Podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye.